Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome back to the 2018 Aleš Hřebeský Memorial Tournament here in lovely Radotín, Prague, Czech Republic. Another play-in game here. And first possession will go to SK Lacrosse Jižní Mesto. But they're going to turn the ball over immediately to the Bratislava Bats. Jižní Mesto finished second in their pool and in the gold tier. But Bratislava Bats won their pool in the silver tier, so Bratislava has a chance to move up into the top 12 of the tournament for next year. Jižní Mesto moves up to the offensive zone. Novak will leave it there for Mikhail Roškot. Roškot has played very well, had some great success here in this tournament. Plechacek, David Plechacek, that is. His brother, also on the team. Number 29, Jakým Plechacek. Bratislava affects the turnover, but then they pass the ball away. It's going to be a battle along the board. Big hit on the loose ball by Plechacek. And Plechacek, it seems to be his go-to move to try and grab the face mask. He's going to go for a minute or less, and we will also see Juraj Martinušík. There's the big hit along the boards. Martinušík jumps up. Oh, that's Martinušík right there, banging him in, and Roškot looking a little shaken up after that hit. So we're 2 minutes in and scoreless. We've had one player shaken up, a couple players sent to the penalty box. All right, so just listening to Keith Gagne adjudicate those fouls and explain them to the scorer's box. There's always the Czech-English gap, but it works out fairly well. Yeah, can you hear okay? Let's turn this up a little bit. How's that? Hopefully everyone can hear. Okay. Connor's got a bit of a scratchy headset.
I hope it's not affecting the broadcast.
Hope not. Earlier we had a bit of a crackling sound that we could hear, and people who are listening couldn't hear it. So hopefully it's okay for y'all at home. We have offsetting minors. The bench for Bratislava has an unsportsmanlike conduct 1 minute, and it looks like Reznicek, actually, Matej Reznicek, has gotten a 1 minute roughing call, and then it was 3 minutes for boarding to Martinušek. So it will be a 3 minute major and a power play that can score 2 goals on it. So a great chance for Jižní Mesto, and about the worst way that Bratislava could start the game as they try to get into this contest and move up the ladder in the tournament.
As you were saying at the end of the last game, this is going to be an intense rivalry battle.
Yeah. There's Plechacek. That shot bangs off the foot of Pavel Žižek. Goes straight back out to Jižní Mesto. They've only got 2 seconds to get a shot off, though. The ball is stripped. The stick knocked out of the stick of Krzysztof Novak. Horvat takes the ball. Martin Horvat. A little low. Some low cradling by Dennis English. This is a guy who absolutely ripped it up in Turku, Finland last summer at the European Championships. English goes to the far side. He is. He'll do some spectacular things. Also tends to lose his temper and his concentration at times. I've talked to him about it in Finland, and he said, yeah, I get so excited, but there's a great turnover that will give a chance to kill some more time. Martin Krulman throws the ball across to Peter Patsko. Patsko will slow things down as well. Dennis English playing for Slovakia at the European Championships and back in 2015. Oh no, they weren't at the, they were at the 15 Worlds. The tournament's blending together a little bit. Ball lobbed down into the corner as the 30 expires, and the power play is down to 122 as Yuzhny Mesto starts to go back the other way. They give it to Pavel Doshli. And we talked about how much he has contributed both to this team and to the game of lacrosse in the Czech Republic. And of course, these teams, Bratislava from Slovakia, Yuzhny Mesto here in the Czech Republic. They used to be one country, and there's always going to be that rivalry. I think it's a friendly rivalry right now, but when they're on the cross floor, friends go away for the time being. Great job by Pijar to run it up into the offensive zone. He loses it, but gets it back immediately. Still 18 on the shot clock. Nice penalty kill by this Bratislava team. The Bats doing a great job. English just hanging on to the ball. There are only two Bats out there at the moment. Now two more come out. Well, the Marek Havlik just took a step or two onto the floor and went right back off. $20 seconds left on both the shot clock and the power play. See if they can take advantage. A nice save there by Travis Sandin. Sorry, it's actually John Kuhn in net for the Bats. Ball is stripped. Here's a chance for Plakacek. He's going to throw it back out to his brother. Yaks from the outside. Polak comes back in. So he was having to serve the penalty, and just a little dunk from behind. Doesn't quite get over the line. He needed the little jump there, Mr. Plakacek. Great job picking up Plakacek as the ball is thrown back in. That's Martin Horvat.
It was a nice sneaky attempt.
It was. He tried to be very subtle about it. Sometimes subtlety is lost, and that ball didn't quite get across the line. He had Kuhn beaten, though. That shot goes way up high. Didn't touch anybody. It's out of play, and it will be Bratislava possession. And they come through the 3-minute major without giving up a goal. They're 0-0, almost 6 minutes in, and that is a big win for them.
Got to feel good about your defense.
Kurman thought about making the pass to the man coming off the bench, but decided to hold on to it and let Ivan Chernak cut through. That pass is a little bit too high for Tyson Svoboda, and the ball is turned over along the boards. Or is it? It's still loose, but there's only 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Yuzhno Mesti can just, and that is not a good outcome for Yuzhno Mesti. All they had to do was let the shot clock expire. Just don't pick up the ball and push on the back. Not a good outcome, but the save made by Litmalina. Oh, sorry, it's Tomas Chekal is in net for Yuzhny Mesto. They actually came and told us that before the broadcast. He's wearing number 99, was listed as 35. Tomas Chekal is in net. Now he's going to go to the bench as there's a delayed penalty coming to Bratislava, another one. And a bounce shot from way up top. Krzysztof Novak. The long bouncer is so hard for goalies to gauge.
Always good to get that first goal, and as a fan and sometimes even as a player, you're hoping it kind of opens up the deluge a little bit. Hopefully for your team.
Yes, Yuzhny Mesto will certainly hope to keep things going. We did have the delayed penalty coming, and it was wiped out by the goal. Players are down for the face-off. Ben Lavalley for Yuzhny Mesto. It's a long setup. Building the tension. And it's Will Mahan winning it for Bratislava Bats. He is a face-off master. Ball still loose along the boards, though. A little hockey played by Horvat, and that's going to wind up being a 10-second count as Bratislava had possession. You got to get it over center. They did not. We're approaching 8 minutes. It's a one-goal game. Again, a fairly slow scoring start to a game. Both teams kind of feeling each other out. Roshkot goes to the far side. Bull dodge, and the shot there by Plakacek. He wants it back. They're going to Roshkot instead. Now over to Plakacek. That is a hard shot, but not very accurate by David Plakacek, and it'll roll all the way back down to Tomas Chekal. My apologies to Thomas Chekal for calling the goaltender in the last game Eugenie Malina for the entire last contest. We didn't have Chekal's number 99 on there, so I assumed it was just a mistake and that Malina was in net. That shot is stopped. Great stick check. And then the play on the crease. Chekal will land on the ball. He's a little slow to get up. Looks to be okay. Here comes Eugenie Mesto. Novak, the goal scorer. Gets across to Rochcott, who's going to leave it in his stick for the hidden ball trick, but they're on it. I won't be fooled again. There's a shot. That is stopped and is grabbed. Facing a double team there was Uri Martinusik, but he is going to get up through the split the D, run it all the way forward. We'll split the O because they were forechecking.
That was a really nice, just good athletic play by a big man.
Yeah, first step, right, was the big key. Just get out. If you can get out, then you're good. If not, then you're going to have to find an alternative. English, waiting, holding on, stepping to the middle. And this is where his teammates really want English to move the ball a little earlier. Oh, the shot near side almost got in by Marek Havlik, but Chekal just managed to make the stop. And Larry Fila is coaching this Bats team, and he was with Slovakia at the European Championships, and he's really enjoying the progress he's seeing. But there are times when he just wants Dennis English to get the ball going. That one goes way up into the sky, as high as the trees surrounding the box here in Radotin. This little slice of heaven on earth. Ball is knocked down by Horvat. Martin Horvat has been everywhere in this game for Bats, but he did not see the check coming from behind. A great trail check. That was Ben Lavalley knocking that ball loose. Novak will move into the offensive zone. We're 10.5 minutes in, just one goal. That's going to be an over and back, so no goal on this possession. Bats will go and pick the ball up. Smells like campfire.
Does.
It is. I know you guys can't smell that around the world at home, but it does, and it gives a nice essence to the scene here. English with the ball along the boards, watched carefully by Karl Petroglic. Oh, nice two-man game. The pass through. Oh, what a nifty little sidestep by Ivan Chernak. Just missed with the shot. It's the final step of the process. Didn't quite work out. Nice behind-the-back pass by English. Hard work by Wojtek Weiss. But their time will run out on the Bats, and Eugenie Mesto will get possession. Jakim Plakacek.
For anybody watching at home, yeah. 1-0, 2-1, not an out of the question final score. I think we saw a 2-1
earlier today. And the final goal, the winning goal, was scored in the final minute of play. It was 1-1 until the very end. Yeah. It can happen. Reznicek throws it across to Plakacek. David on the far side. What didn't connect, so here come the Bats. Go ahead.
I do feel like we're going to see a couple more the way this game is kind of lining up so far. I think we're going to see a couple more goals before it's all said and done.
Well, in any game with Dennis English in it, you expect to see a couple of goals. He is so talented and can just create things. They're isolating for him right now. Now the pick comes from Weiss. He turns and shoots, and there you go. English on the step-back sidearm, perfectly placed. He did catch a little bit of Chekal, but it goes in.
Great shot.
And that's not a bad two-man defense game there. They actually played this pick and roll pretty well. This defender just fights through it, but
no screen, just a great shot.
Yeah. I believe it was Lucas Seiler playing defense there, and he did a good job.
Beautiful face-off win there.
Yeah.
That was great.
Svoboda gets the ball. Now we're going to have at least one penalty down low. I think that's Will Mahan engaging with the... Yep, and he's going to go to the box. This is a 1-minute holding call. We've seen a few offensive holding calls, which are very common in football, not in lacrosse so much.
Although, being out there on the floor, the refs could probably call a few more of them.
Probably could. They could call it every play in the NFL, maybe more than they do here if they wanted to. Tlachacek. That's a bounce shot. Goes wide. That's a serious fake by the goaltender. Here comes a shot for Pijar. Bounces, a great finish. My goodness, Martin Pijar. That's a glorious take to go 5-hole on Chikal, and just the stick movement got him going, and he points to his goaltender, John Kuhn, who, like I said, really got into his fake. Just a little twister action the entire time. He was looking across like he was going to make the pass. And it was all a decoy.
This game's starting to open up a little bit.
Yeah. 2-1. The penalty ends for Mahan. That was a shorthanded goal as we're into the final 30 seconds of the half. Bats with the ball. Keep wanting to conflate Bratislava and Bats and say Brats. No offense to anyone from Bratislava or on the Bats team.
You're just hungry.
Might be. I haven't had one of the sausages yet. That ball bounced off a helmet or shoulder cap up into a tree behind the rink, and I'm not sure it came down. Did you see it come down?
I think a squirrel caught it.
I think so. Ball bounces wide, and the half will end with the Bratislava Bats coming back from the opening goal to get two of their own and taking a 2-1 lead in a riveting second play-in game.
Absolutely, and I think this one's going to be tight the rest of the way through the second half, and we're going to see one heck of a game.
We've got a couple of more games coming up tonight in this qualification round, the play-in round. We'll have LC Custodes versus Jagged Mountain, as Custodes was a second-place gold-level team, and Jagged Mountain won their silver group. That's largely guys from, as you mentioned, the box league up in Denver.
And anybody who knows LCC knows that even though they finished second in their group, they are not a second gold level team. They are a top 3, top 4 team.
Defending champions.
No question, defending champs.
Certainly among the favorites to win this tournament again.
Yeah. And they play great at home. They play really well in front of their home side. I mean, they're a joy to watch. So
they are. Our final game of the evening will be the Istanbul Sultans, who finished second in their gold group, against the Riggers from Ireland, who won their group.
I think that should be a fantastic matchup. I'm really excited for that game. Doubling the Riggers, they've been looking to kind of move up out of that bottom bracket, out of that, maybe finishing 17th group. They're really hungry for it this year. Berkey is playing unreal.
Mike Burke, unbelievable. I'll tell you, there's expansion coming in the National Lacrosse League, and if I was the owner or GM of one of those expansion teams, one of the first guys I would be looking to get on my roster is Mike Burke.
Yeah, I'd be super surprised
quarterback and offense. Yeah, he is terrific. So talented and such a smart player. Had a great season once again in the Arena Lacrosse League, scoring over 6 points a game in the regular season, and I believe he bumped it up to about 8 points a game in the playoffs. He was fantastic.
Pretty good.
Yeah, we'll get to see him shortly. So stay with us. Just get comfortable, get some snacks, and watch lacrosse all night or all morning or all day, wherever it is. In Eastern time zone, back in Ontario where I'm from, it's about 10 to 2 in the afternoon. Out on the west coast in BC, it is about 10 to 11. And in Australia, it is middle of the night. And Brooke is probably still watching. If you are, hey, Brooke, thanks for being with us. One of my favorite lacrosse fans in the world. Brooke from Australia, as we always call her. What a great woman. Such a fan, so committed to this game.
She rocks.
She does. Pretty terrific goalie, too, from what I hear. I haven't seen her play, but I've heard really good things about her net minding. Yizhny Misto has the ball. First possession of the second half. That pass is low, but caught by Plachacek. Oh, what a shot. Didn't even look at the net. He was looking across the floor to draw the goalie's attention away, and then just bounces that shot. And that's the first shot Travis Sandin, coming in for the second half, has faced. And it just scoots by him.
But he was well placed, uses his defender screen, didn't give away his placement with his eyes. Leaving the goalie guessing a little bit. That's a tough one to save.
You can see Stan Dean stepping to his left. I'm not sure he realized that Plakacek even had room to get that ball on the near post, reaching around the defender as he did, and stepping. The thing, Plakacek didn't just throw the fake with his eyes, or he threw it with his body because he stepped towards the far side of the floor.
Did a really good job wrapping that stick back towards the goal.
Yeah. It wasn't just the people's eyebrow convincing him on that one. You'll have to go watch the other games from earlier this afternoon if you didn't get that reference. Plakacek, he's going to do it again, but Sandin stops this one. The ball is knocked loose on the forecheck by Pavel Doshli. Now it's trapped along the boards. It was actually up on the dasher. Rolled down eventually, and great job by Plakacek. And then he doesn't have a glove, and he will smartly make the trek to the bench. You can be tough, but you can also get a broken hand or finger if you play without a glove. Here's a great chance for Chernak. He scores over the shoulder of Jake Cal. The only person with him was a teammate, Martin Zivchak, and he just drifts one into the top corner.
And that's why you never leave your drinks on the back of the rink boards.
That's right.
We're going to get a little knockoff here. Oh, we missed it.
Come on, let's run that back. Watch the drink pop down. So the Bats give up a goal, get a goal back. Will Mahan gets another face-off win at Bratislava.
And the pace is definitely starting to pick up here a little bit. The intensity, some of the off-ball stuff. I mean, any little edge you can get.
Here comes Jacks. Bouncer scores 5-hole on Sandin. What a shot. Had 3 Bats chasing him down. Protects the stick perfectly and gets the bouncer to go home. It wasn't even so much that he kept the stick moving or side to side. He just kept it low the whole time, off to the side a bit, and then just was so quick to get it up and get it released.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a really hard thing for goalies to actually judge is when you don't throw out of fakes. You just hold that stick back, pick a spot, and put it there.
The old Marty O'Neill just hold it there without cradling. We were talking about that with some other folks the other day. He did a clinic after the E-Box tournament, and some of the folks were just, I mean, the goalie's loving the instruction he's bringing over, and coaches he's helping. Dennis English coming off as we were back to tied, 3-3, 3:36 into the second half. Long bounce shot from well out. That was too far, it went up over the top. Oh, nice play. Couldn't pick up the ball, or it would have been a terrific job by Matej Reznicek to just tap it off the boards to himself. But the Bats do retain possession because Reznicek not able to come up with the ball. Here's English. They're isolating again. Now a little pick from Chernak. That one hit a defender. That's a little insult to injury, as it was Reznicek who tried to pick the ball up earlier that got hit with that ball. We have one Bat going to the bench as the shot clock ticks down. The shot is blocked.
Now Reznicek has it. Soaking a lot of shots right now.
They just get in those passing, in those shooting lanes. There's a man off the bench. Novak picks the ball up off the crease. You can reach into the crease and grab the ball. Perfectly legal. You just can't rake it from underneath the stick of the goalie. Pavel Doshli. Hidden ball trick. Keeps it himself. Cuts. Toe drag. Shoots. Scores. That is a little piece of magic by Pavel Doshli.
Just a beautiful goal. Super creative. Super smooth. Just when you think he's going to shoot, he pulls it back again and again, and he makes people look silly. Oh, beautiful stuff.
That toe drag was a thing of glory. It really, watch this
vicious.
Again. Comes around Polak.
Just a great goal.
Oh. And the precision.
Yeah, seen it come up from a couple different angles, too.
Yeah.
Wow, beautiful.
I'd watch that one again. Somebody should get that up on Instagram. We've had a few. I know we have had some plays from the tournament up on Instagram. Throw it up there. Tag me at StanPlax. I am on Instagram. I don't do it a lot, but I'll try and remember to go and share it.
You should definitely do the Instagram more.
Yeah, I got to get on it. I couldn't get on for a while. There was issues with password getting in, and it wouldn't let me reset it. It was really annoying, but now I'm all good. I'm just lazy or forgetful.
Fair enough.
Fair but tragic. We should just do it. Anyway, we're about 6 minutes into the second half. It's 4-3. Yizhny Mesto has now gone ahead.
Doshli to run through the crease there.
So it will be Bats possession. Hopefully it sounds okay for everyone. I know we do have folks checking the soundboard. Make sure everything's okay. Ball over on the far boards. Nice little cut underneath in the dive, but the save by Chekal. Just jammed his feet and stick together to turn aside the chance by Martin Krulman. Petrlik, Karol Petrlik gets it ahead. Lavallee. Pick from Doschley. Great two-man defense. It's really lovely to see two men play defense in concert. That's off the face of Travis Sandin and scooped up by the Bats. It seems so simple to play against the two-man game. It's really not. Chekal has a little trouble with that. He wants to stay in the crease, keep a foot in the crease so he can come back and be protected, because if he steps out, he can't go back in. Rochkot. That's the big defender, Mark Nushik, on him. Steps back, makes the pass now. Bimelka lost possession. There it's snagged quickly by Yakimchuk. Comes over to Plakacek. Fresh 30 for Yuzhny Mesto. Making upwards now. That shot bounces off of Mark Nushik. He goes out into the Bats bench. It'll be Yuzhny ball. Plakacek. Toss it over to Lavallee. Doschley picking, trying to surprise Sandin, but he was ready for it. Little push into the boards. Acceptable volume of power by Dan Hayek. There's Doschley. Big hit on him by Horvath. Been very impressed with Horvath. And now he's sprinting to the bench to be the first Bat over there and spring a man. Plakacek hustled back. Take that way. Sorry, that was actually Reznicek. But I'm very impressed with Horvat. Like the way he plays the game.
Well. Absolutely.
Very intense, very feisty and physical. English. Surveying the floor as he is wont to do. Spins, shoots. That one's going to go wide. He's chasing after his own loose ball, though. And is snagged there by Weiss. Wojtek Weiss will shoot. Got a reset. Oh, my goodness. Chekal was a little nonchalant there. Now it's knocked down by English. And Chekal is going to take a chop at him. Reznicek goes after him. There's a hit just not from behind. But Plakacek and Reznicek comes up with the ball. He'll finally get it out of the Yuzhny Mesto zone. Little hidden ball trick, but they know that David Plakacek has it, not his brother Yakim. Doschley, a little fake. He had one man, Horvat, biting hard on it, but they were still able to sandwich him and get possession back. Boy, we're down to the last 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Again, these games flying by.
Yeah.
This has been a great lacrosse game. Really intense.
Teams know each other well. These players know each other well. They play against each other all year long.
The ball is in the crease in the stick of David Plakacek. Some pressure from Bratislava. That's a fairly cheeky little behind the head pass.
I approve of totally unnecessary passes, but it may have been part of that, not getting it over in 10. And
yeah,
it's a big turnover.
I don't mind the behind the head pass at all, but in front of your net, when you're trying to beat the 10 count and there's pressure, it might not be the situation for it.
I don't know. I say throw it, Why not?
Dennis English is going to get a pick. A little roll. There he is. Oh, what a diving attempt. It's good.
That
second hand goes up. Gorgeous play by Wojtek Weiss.
Got under the slide across the crease, kept his feet out, popped it right over his shoulder, I believe. Beautiful goal.
Kind of a little slip pick almost. He just sort of reached out on Hodek.
Oh, got it in right over his knee. Unreal. I can't believe he kept his feet out as he's getting hit here.
Oh, it's the knee that almost came down. And in the NLL, there'd be a flag toss, I think, because his knee was very close. I think 90% would count as a goal, and the knee was coming down close to the goal line. But, boy, that's a gorgeous play. And you hate video replay anyway, so we won't even talk about it.
Goal's a goal.
It's a goal.
Goal's a goal.
That goal's good. And that's a great goal to tie it up. Just over 4 minutes to go. There's a drive to the net. Oh, what a finish. My goodness. Where did that come from for from Peter Pasco.
Sheer force of will, I would say.
Yeah, I would say so. My goodness. He just decides I'm going to the net, puts his shoulder in. He's a big guy, but then splits the two. He beat 3 defenders, and they are exploiting the 5-hole on Thomas Chekal.
Great job keeping his balance.
Oh, actually, he went to the corner.
I think he actually was fortunate the two guys slid to him because he kind of pinballed between them, and just his momentum kept him going forward.
Yeah, if one of them had slid,
he might be on his bum.
Yeah, he would have been knocked sideways. Instead, as you said, he pinballs, gets the shot off. Those are two gorgeous efforts for the Bats. The intensity has been there. Now the artistry is coming in as well. English gets that pass back after it bounces off a defender. 11 seconds to shoot. And again, the bulwark trying to drive to the net. Doesn't pay off, though, for Kuhlman this time. He does get it back. He's going to try the dunk. That will not work, and it gets up out of play. It's going to be Yuzhny Mesto ball. They've got lots of time, almost 3 minutes, to get that goal back and tie it up. In these play-in stages, if the regulation time ends in a tie, we go to a shootout where each team has 3 shots. If it's tied after that, we go back and forth one at a time until one team wins. Doschley trying to drive to that, make something happen. Pichard turns him back brilliantly. That shot off a Bratislava player up into the mesh. We've got 2:30 to go, and the Mesto has it back. Dunk attempt by Plakashek. Travis Sandin very casually makes that stop. Long outlet pass. Oh, what a catch! Oh, nice save by Chekal. I can't believe they tried that pass, and I really can't believe they completed it.
I mean, this game is really opened up.
Oh, my goodness. Horvat smartly just knocks that down with his body to avoid playing it with his hand. And the Bats are taking a timeout. A little bit surprised by that with a minute 53 to go that they took it now, but I think they were feeling a bit scrambly, and they just needed to settle things down.
Yeah, there's nothing that says that this game is not going to end 5-4. There's also nothing that says that this game isn't going to end 7-6. I mean, crazy things can still happen, so I like it. I think it's, let's come up with a plan for our last minute and a half and try to maintain this 5-4 lead. If we don't, let's figure out what we're going to do from there.
Absolutely. Do what you feel like you need to do.
And neither of these teams run necessarily a ton of guys, although they've both got decent-sized benches. You know, they kind of have their main O guys, some of their standard go-to D guys. Maybe they're trying to give them a little bit of a break with little under 2 minutes left.
That's true.
I've learned to never even question why a coach calls a timeout.
Good point. He's got a better feel for the way that the game is going for his team and what his team needs at the given moment. There are times you wonder where they don't call a timeout. We're like, you need to stop the momentum. Chernak starts with it. Time ticking away is the friend of the Bratislava Bats, but they cannot sit on this lead. We've seen what Pavel Doschley and his crew can do.
Never stop scoring.
That's right. English looking for the lob pass, decided it wasn't there. He's going to shoot instead. Saved by the leg pad of Chekal. Loose ball along the boards, and it's Chekal will get it again with that left foot in the crease. So he does not have a crease violation. Makes a nice little pass out. Pretty simple clear there by Yuzhny Mesto.
Bratislava kind of content to get back. Let's play settled 5-on-5.
Yeah, just some token pressure with one guy up there.
Yep.
And you can see Chekal is indicating to his bench. He has his stick up in the air and is kind of spinning it back and forth. You want me to come? They don't this time. There's only a few seconds left on the shot clock, and they're not going to get anything out of this possession. Do not chop him while he's down. You got to be so careful there. Boy, that was an aggressive defensive play with about 3 seconds left in the shot clock. All you want is the time to tick off there.
Toeing the line.
Yeah. Boy, I would be standing about a foot back from the line in that case. You do not want to give up a power play in the last minute. Now, if Bratislava is unsuccessful here, you've got to expect Chekal will race to the bench, and they'll go 6-5. They might take their time out. They will take their time out. Chekal indicated for the timeout. So
this should give them about 27 seconds left in the game, about 29 seconds on the shot clock, so that shouldn't be an issue. And
shot clock will actually be turned off. Yeah. They'll put the 6 attackers, Chekal on the bench.
I'm curious to see if they use the whole kind of 27 seconds that they've got left, or if they kind of hold it for 14 and get down to 13 seconds and try to run something out of that.
Yeah, a lot of teams will, especially, back in Canada and in the NLL, I'll see a lot of teams that wait to go for the last shot. I personally hate that plan because my feeling is, like you say, always keep scoring. Shoot when you have a chance. If you have a good scoring chance, a high-quality chance,
take it.
Do it.
Yeah.
And if they score and you're empty net, who cares? You were losing anyway. If you get stopped, there could be a rebound. You could get another chance. How many goals have we seen in this tournament in any game where the rebound bounces straight to an offensive player and he just tucks it home? I say generate chances, and take them when they're there. There's 20 seconds left. It looks like they are. They're trying to get something going. Back and forth passing. It's almost jumped and caused a turnover there. 10 seconds left. Doschley with the ball. They're keeping him out. The pass doesn't connect. It gets away from Roshkot, and that will do it. It's an over and back. It is Bratislava ball. They won't need it. And Plakashek rips his stick. They can't believe they've just lost this game. The former Czechoslovakia has its reunion rivalry matchup here.
And it's actually interesting. It is 100 years since the Czechoslovak Republic was formed, and it's been through a number of different iterations and regimes and leadership, but there is a lot of history between these two countries and between the Bats being really the best team in Slovakia, the only real team that's coming here every year, and all of these teams in the Czech Republic around Prague. It's really fantastic to see just this rivalry, how it's developing, and how the Bats keep improving.
And if you're wondering if we're overstating the intensity of the rivalry, just look at how excited those Bratislava Bats are. The jumping up and down to celebrate the big cheer. They are thrilled. What a game. It went away. 6-5. 5-4.
Man, that one really picked up. Right? That one really, really did pick up.
What a terrific game of lacrosse.
Yeah, 6 goals in the second half. A lot of fun. A lot of back and forth action, and just good stuff. A lot of pride is on the line, as well as where you place in the Hřebeský. So these games are always intense.
We're halfway through the play-in games. Next up, Custodes versus Jagged Mountain. You get the European pronunciation going. My goodness, I'm becoming European. I'm Steven Stamp. This is Connor Wilson. Thanks, Connor, for being with me. And folks, we've got 2 more terrific games of lacrosse coming up. Stay with us.